Hi class, thank you so much for those of you that took a chance to create your own reflective videos for your midterm blogs. I hope that you're enjoying watching and listening to one another as well as reading each other's posts. I specifically enjoyed hearing about how the material in the class is already making an impact in your life. Some of you with your spouses, some of you at work, some of you with your siblings, and I just want to encourage you to keep that up. I continue to learn and grow in my communication every day. I have new opportunities to apply assertiveness, to be a good listener or a poor listener to my husband, my children, my coworkers, and so it doesn't stop once you get the material down. The final exam in the class is not cumulative in that you're not going to be retested on the same material. But as you can see, as we build throughout the semester, you'll see reinforcing concepts coming up over and over again. And so you want to not just forget everything from the first part of the semester, but continue to build upon it. As you know, this week you are starting on your group projects. For some of you, this is already creating some anxiety. Others of you are like, I've got until next Tuesday to post on the discussion board, no big deal. So just remember that wherever you fall on that spectrum or somewhere in between, that there are others in your group that don't feel the same way that you do. And so it's helpful for you to take into consideration the other people in your group when you are posting and what you're sharing about the project. So I recommend first making sure that you read the project description very carefully so that you know what is required both of you as an individual and as a group. That when you make your introductions, although it's not required this week to respond back to your peers, to respond back to one another and start creating a plan. As I said before, the best groups are going to have somebody that kind of steps up as a leader. And so next week, although you're still in lesson 6, you will be graded on just interacting on the discussion board and communicating as a group. And so you do need to continue to interact with one another throughout the next week or so as you kind of get a final plan for the project. On top of working on your group project, you do have course content, which is the nonverbal lesson. And this week you just have the quiz, so that's not a lot. But next week you do have a nonverbal assignment, and I am looking for you to give me very specific examples from both your life and from the external resources that I've posted on Blackboard. So they're in that folder. Make sure that you look at those videos and articles before you complete that assignment. And I believe that's it. I need to review your midterm exams again and just make sure there's no issues, but for the most part, they looked really solid. So I hope that you're enjoying this beautiful weather, and I look forward to seeing what you all produce in your group projects. Have a great day.